Habit is what we do often or regularly, so the frequency of a behavior is what determines if it's a habit or not. COVID 19 has affected the world in many ways than one, shopping being one of them. When we are talking about shopping habits in this regard, we are talking pricing, we are talking buying behavior, we are talking footfall, we are talking a whole lot of variables. Webaptic Intelligence partnered with Axis Network, a network of research agencies across the Americas, Africa, and Europe, to conduct a study on the shopping behavior of consumer pre, during, and post COVID 19.
In a recent study on shopping behavior in Nigeria, shoppers were asked what would make them pay more, what were the things or conditions that will make them pay more for items that they purchased. And topmost on that list was the fact that if those items were delivered to them in their home, 73% of them said they would prefer that it is delivered to their home, then they would pay more. 55% of them said that they would physically go to a non-crowded shopping complex where there were not much people. They would be willing to pay more because there were not much people in that particular store. And then a third set of people said, about 50% of them said that they would prefer that someone picks the items in the store and then they go pick it up sometime later. Now, when they were asked about number of shops that they visited before the COVID-19 pandemic, shoppers mentioned that they usually go to at least 2 to 3 shopping stores or shopping malls to buy products. But during the COVID-19, it came down drastically to about 1 store, and that is usually within their neighborhood, not somewhere very far. Now, we're now asked why is it that they shopped regularly at a particular point during the pandemic. The first thing they said was that they were looking for places that had lower prices. The second reason was that they were looking for places where they would get all the products that they were looking for. Third thing is they were looking for shopping malls or a shop complex that had very, very low crowd. And then final thing is they were asked, were they, in terms of how much more money they paid, did they pay more money or did they spend more money before the pandemic or during the pandemic? And a lot of them said they paid or spent more money during the pandemic because they had to buy more things during the pandemic. And then some other group of people said they had to buy more things that they didn't usually need when there was no pandemic. They bought some more things, and so it added to their list of things that they bought even during the pandemic.
Amongst many concerns, research shows that 67% of Nigerians are very concerned about the risks of exposure while shopping. This leads to alternatives like home delivery, self-service, pre-order pickup, and reduction in human traffic part time while shopping.